Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you for joining me in this session. In the next half an hour, I will introduce you to our company, the product we develop, the organizational culture we share. But of course, first things first, let me introduce myself shortly. So my name is Myuzhden, or Myu shortly, and I work in human resources for the past 15 years now in various tech companies. I'm currently located in Sofia, Bulgaria, and I work at Milestone Systems as an HR manager. I have started in the company back in 2019. So I chose this photo to introduce myself because it shows another important role in my life. And this is being a mother of the two kids. And I enjoy that a lot too. Okay, so in the next minutes, I will try to give you more insights on how we live the people first culture in Milestone, how this affects our product and the employee experience overall. I don't know how much you know about Milestone, but let me give you just an overview. We are a global leader in open platform video management software in and beyond security. Our core product is XProtect, and actually it is a video management system integrated with various camera brands. And this is a software which helps creating video solution that keeps people and property safe today and tomorrow. Quick facts about Milestone. We are actually a standalone company in Canon Group. If you didn't know that, we have offices in 23 countries. We're more than 850 employees all over the world. And we support more than 11,000 devices, not only cameras. We have more than 5,100 installations worldwide. Our main development R&D centers are in Denmark, Bulgaria, and Spain. And our headquarters is located in Copenhagen, Denmark. But how actually our product serves the humanity and how it is used, not only as a video management solution. I chose two examples for you. And in the next couple of minutes, I will try to walk you through those stories and what problems they resolve. We are in Italy, in Modena Hospital, and there our video management system was launched in June 2019. Recordings help us capture and analyze patients' verbal and nonverbal behaviors. This way, the medical staff there can make more accurate evaluation and determine whether their condition improves or worsens and how they can help their patients better. So symptoms like lack of the eye contact, limited body language, repetitive movements, poor language, these are common in children with autism. And to spot those, it is not enough just to have a routine medical examination, but actually medical staff goes back in recordings, check those, and makes the necessary conclusions. So it is important for them to follow the patient's conditions over time and help them actually help their patients. Okay, and the next example I have of how our product is used is one of my favorites actually, because this is related not only to human beings, but also to polar bears. And we are in Canada this time, in Churchill, Manitoba. So over the years, past years there, the ice-free period on the bay has lengthened. So this caused actually some hungry bears to wander around the town and in order to find food. So citizens were threatened. So the video management software that was installed there back in 2018 actually helped save people's lives and keeping the distance between between people and polar bears. So what happens actually when a bear is detected? The expert that managed the camera radar automatically sends alert information about the bear and the location, and also some visual confirmation. And this not only ensures that people are safe, but also that wildlife population is kept sustainable. And with those two examples, you may wonder how much this is related to company culture and how this is affected by the employee experience in the organization. I will just quote our CEO, Thomas Jensen, that video technology must serve humanity, not the other way around. So how our employees live this within the organization, and what is the people first culture? We have a couple of foundations which I'm going to present you, and we start with values. Values: reliability, openness, innovation, flexibility, independence. As an organization, we built our culture on those values, and the meaning does not differ from the meaning of the English words you see here. Another important foundation we have is the behavior compass. We usually introduce this behavior compass to our employees while they're in their onboarding and when they're joining the company. But we start looking for those behaviors only during not only the onboarding, but also during the interview process, and they're asking about their previous experiences in their professional life. So the focus is you, or the employee, or the person. I will go back to this a bit later. Of course, passion, or the will to win. Each and every employee in the organization, we encourage to show enthusiasm, to be a motivator, to encourage others to exceed the expectations, be passionate, and inspire us. This is accompanied by empowerment, or building the mutual trust. Taking responsibility and sharing information willingly, encourage teamwork, challenge the status quo. Empathy, or the ethics or work-life balance. This is always respecting each other and being present in what we're doing. Last but not least, people growth. We believe we can unlock one's full potential in the organization. We promote development of each and every employee. We set ambitious targets, learn from our mistakes. We provide constructive feedback on the way. So this is our behavior compass. And as I promised you, I'm going back to you, or the employee, or the person who is in the center of the organization. And each and every employee lives milestone values, takes calculated risks, leads by example, is decisive, and is agile. But what stands out for me here is thinking like a Kjellman. And this is directly connected to our Scandinavian roots. The Danish word Kjellman means originally a merchant or a business owner. And thinking like a Kjellman actually gives every employee the opportunity to put themselves in the place of the business owner. And when making decisions and commitments and work, to ask themselves what they would do and decide if it was their own company. So this is how we make the decisions in Milestone. Okay, you are maybe thinking now, and I can hear that, it's a lot of theory. a lot of slogans, a lot of posters. But how exactly employees are living this culture, this people first feeling? In the next part of my presentation, I would like to show you exactly that by giving examples with specific initiatives. So in Milestone, the culture is highly valued by the people. So there is culture group formed. It was formed 2 years ago. It's mainly volunteers, and these are Milestone employees. They're located in different offices all over the globe. And the aim of this group is to maintain and enrich the company's culture in various ways. So to do that, they have those monthly meetings, but not only that. They also have different initiatives, and one of the latest initiatives we have seen in the beginning of this year is this group started initiative for everyone posting 3 words about Milestone culture. We have the social media workplace in Milestone, where everyone was free to post their video or their just written post with those words. And I would like to share with you the definitions that employees gave. So what is Milestone culture? It's people, community, passion, performance, courage, curious, caring, enjoyable. Okay, so far so good, but there are challenges out there, there are difficulties. And we were all faced with a major shift and challenge for the past 2 COVID years, if I may say so. So remember them? They defined a major change in our lives, not only as employees, but as human beings. So people and culture teams, we were all challenged to be adequate to the changes and keep up to the pace and be flexible and stay flexible. Same goes for culture. We were wondering how this change will impact our culture, how it will change and reshape it, and how it will influence it and what it is becoming. Turned out actually that we as a community, as employees in Milestone, found a way to share that challenge together. And one good example for this, to keep up the team spirit and nurture their team collaboration, we created a home office group in workplace, our internal social media, as I mentioned to you before, where actually all of the employees were sharing how they their home set up, how they struggle, enjoy, benefit from working from their homes, and sharing all that experience with the whole organization. So what is people first culture without well-being? Well, it doesn't mean anything. That's why I would like to talk more about this now. Well-being is an important part of people first culture, and we know that as a company and as a community. So without well-being, we cannot maintain the right work-life balance. To support this, almost 2 years ago, we started another global initiative, which we called Grow Together. Grow Together is focusing on the levels you can see in this pyramid. So these are 4 levels of our needs: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So on the physical level, what we started as initiatives was to introduce a new platform, an application where employees can go and see different active breaks and exercises, but not limited to such. Also some meditation videos and guidance there. So if they choose, they may have an active break together with their team, play some movements and have some fun together. On the mental and emotional level, we did different mindfulness initiatives. We actually educated our employees in a couple of lectures how to practice mindfulness in order to achieve the right work-life balance, especially in times where we were working only from our homes and it was really hard to differentiate between different aspects of our life, work and private life, where this ends when we change rooms, when we go out. So it was, these were tough times for all of us. On the spiritual level, we recently started something that we called stress management education. So what we provided to the employees were special knowledge videos on explaining what stress is, and not only the negative part of the stress, but also how stress can help us actually grow, how we can, as human beings, take advantage of different stressful situations and become stronger and grow and develop. We also had workshops on this topic, and we'll continue that initiative with equipping our business leaders so they can spot stress and have those hard conversations with their employees if needed. So this is our Grow Together initiatives. That still continues in 2022. And yes, the 2 past years actually had an effect on us and on everyone as a company. So we chose the flexible working model, allowing employees to choose if they want to work from their homes or they want to work from their offices. So it's a hybrid environment. But above all, we created this principle that we prioritize the teamwork and the team collaboration. In the beginning of 2022, we had a unique milestone, I believe, a globally celebration, and this was dedicated to our culture. That was the first big project of the ambassador group that I mentioned to you earlier. So why we did this? Why a whole day celebrating our culture? We wanted to remind about our culture, to revitalize it, to celebrate the diversity of the cultures that we have in all over the world in our offices. And how we did it? Well, everyone was asked for their most important value, if you remember the values that I showed you in the beginning, and choose their clothing, sweatshirt or hat. And the slogan of the day was to wear your culture. My one was reliability. But we had different ones, of course. So everyone had this as a gift in the first place with their individual value. We also exchanged some presents and gifts from different locations. In the picture, we have the Asian gifts, which were really small, typical things from Asia that I'm not quite sure if I know their names. And you can find only there. They came from our office in Singapore. And we had those gifts in Spain, in US, and also in Bulgaria. From Bulgaria, we send out this packed food. It's a typical Bulgarian food, and I know that my American colleagues really enjoyed the recipe, and they were curious of what this is made of. And during the day, we had this celebration over lunch, enjoying a nice lunch with the team in our offices, where we tried different national cuisines and celebrated the diversity in the company. Okay, I know you wonder what is next. So we launched last month actually this culture revitalization project, which started with a questionnaire and a survey asking employees how they define culture now, why they would recommend someone working at Milestone, how they would explain the culture to a new joiner in Milestone. The results are about to be revealed. I don't know them as well. And we will all see how our culture is changing, reshaping, and how we live it in our company. Maybe I will be able to show to tell you more about this revitalization project and how our culture changed in the next Women Tech conference. Thank you. Please, if you have any questions, please write them in the Q&A and I can answer those. Thank you. Okay. I don't see any questions. Let me know. I will put my contact details in the chat so you can reach out to me even after this session and ask your questions. So yeah, please do not hesitate to do that and enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you for being with me in this story about our culture. Thank you.